Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're fixing this 2020 Merc, which it had a hard hit in that chassis, definitely bent. And what happened, it was coming up the hill yesterday in the heavy snow, coming up the hill, and some lorry was snaking down the hill and a jackknife there and it hit this. So it's definitely badly damaged. All this is bust badly. That chassis, I might just show you quickly. I'm sure you're going to see it, but that chassis is definitely like a banana. Kind of, there's a dent in there in that chassis. Similar situation what we've done there before. So no doubt we're going to take the cab off. We're going to get all this. I'm going to get this front end stripped. We're going to order the chassis ends, brackets first, because you don't want to be another 6 months like it was on the previous Mercedes Actros. So I'm going to strip it. We're going to get the bits ordered, then we can take the cab off and strip the chassis and send it to chassisalignment.co.uk. So let's do it. Alright guys, we're pretty much ready to take this cab off. It's actually 16th of May now. We've been waiting for go ahead for a month and a half, and we already ordered some bits. We've got the bits here, bits over there, everywhere for the chassis, because the chassis bits takes about 5-6 weeks to come. So we've got them all. We're going to crack the cab, going to take the cab off, put it on a jig so we can probably put it outside somewhere. You've seen me doing this last time, I think, around. And my toolbox is already done, so it's 2 months. We hardly touched this. Well, we haven't touched it really. So now it's time to take the cab off, strip it all, and take it to the chassisalignment.co.uk. So let's do it. Right, guys, the cab is off. We used our lorry to take it off, and now I'm just gonna make myself a room around this radiator on the front, and everything I'm gonna taking it off like this. Front mesh and all that, I'm gonna write it down, the parts number and all this, and we're gonna need to order plenty of stuff around there, brackets and bits and bobs. So I'm gonna slowly start stripping this front and take the rads out, because the rad probably looking okay, apart of the fan surround, and the fan is a bit jammed in the radiator there. You can see, because that you can see how far that should be straight. You can see how far the front end is over, and the other side is even worse. That chassis is well bent. And when I'm going to take all this off, you will probably see it. You can see how far that is over. So luckily the radiator be alright, because it did have some water in it. But I'm going to take them out, inspect them all, and we go from there. So let's start stripping. Oh guys, all stripped, and just look at this. Look at the mess. That chassis, even further down there, kinked badly. That chassis is all over the place, to be honest. The same, this rail is supposed to be straight on the front. How bad it is. You basically have got every bit for the front here and there. Even the engine mounts are cracked in the front, not surprisingly, but that's all cracked there. And the other side is even worse. Someone dumped a bit Renault parts here. Yeah, the other side is a bit worse. What we're going to do now, we're going to take it to chassisalignment.co.uk. I pretty much stripped it all. It's pretty simple, pretty much day 2 or 3. Yeah, day 3 in the morning still. I mean, if 2 of you was on there, you will get to this stage in about 2 days, easy. It's so simply built, this truck. Everything is just bolts on, plenty of holes in it. That's why probably this chassis bends, because I haven't seen the chassis bent like this for a long time, to be honest. The other one, what we did last year, the same kind of damage. That wasn't that bad damage, especially in the area there. It wasn't that bad damage there. But it's all over the place. Even when you stand in the back, you can see. I'll show you. Even in the back, I mean, I'm not sure if you're going to see on the camera, but that line there, it's curving from there to there. The same on there. This distance, it's a little bit out, and all this front is out, and the front is kinked over. So the front of the chassis is well in. That's why I stripped it extra, because no doubt that Dave will have to go in this kind of section to square all this up. So I dropped everything down. But to be honest, it's so simply built. It probably took another couple of hours, and I will have all this wiring maybe out. It's so simply built. You have to just undo all the brake pipes from the brake chambers and all that kind of stuff, and all be out. It's nice to work on, to be honest. I like the brakes to work on, but just the front end I don't like, because there's too many bits there. So basically we're gonna, I think we might wash it, not sure. It'd be nice to wash it. And I left all this wiring there in the 2 section. That's for this side and that's for that side. So Dave can, when he's gonna take the axle off, that's why I've disconnected all the brakes, everything, both sides. So we can have the axle off, and he's gonna dismantle all this front and start building with the new bits like I showed you here, because we've got everything new, because all this will be bent, everything, all the cast, all the steel, and it's hard to tell if they are bent or not. So you try to straighten the chassis, put it all bits, so that's not really working. And you can see that crash bar there, it's been hit hard, and that's supposed to be straight, and it's bent like that. That's why we've got all this bracket here for it, one side. And I've ordered them bits in March when I first started on it. So I just took the bumper off and I looked at it, and I thought, yeah, that's the same damage, because you could see it when you look through there. You could see all that dent in that chassis there. It's quite bad, to be honest. It's quite bad there. So I've ordered them bits, and they've been coming for the last 2 months, slowly. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Next video will be probably building this up. I will ask the team and Dave at chassisalignment.co.uk to maybe film some of this. So I might include it in the building this truck backup process, because we still got to do a little bit on the cab, little bit on the bulkhead, and the door one's fixing. So that's it, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.